Okay, so I've made my little trim piece here, a little sample piece. So we're actually using 4 ribbons here. This is really very deluxe. So we've got navy on the outside, which is the bind. And then we've gone with hot pink, which is a 1-inch trim. But then I've overlaid this one about halfway across the hot pink. This is where it gets fun because you can just, there's no right or wrong here. You can play with this till the cows come home. So that's the actual width of the ribbon, you can see. Okay, but I've taken about half of it because I think it's too much. And then I finished it off with the black, which is overlaid with equestrian style. So there's actually 2 ribbons here. So this is, as I said, it's old school, but it's pretty classic. Now, where it starts to get fun is you piece it with other things. So I've made up this little hay bag, which has got pink, navy, and black up here. This is really lovely upholstery fabric. It's actually super tough. And then I've lined the whole hay bag with ripstop fabric. So it looks amazing, but it's tough. And then we can sort of imagine the horses eating the hay, and then he's going to be wearing the rug, which is also going to tie in. So as I said, you don't have to make everything bright pink, everything trimmed with pink. So I've even just done navy on the sides here, remembering it's a hay bag, sorry. This tartan is really loud. It's going to pop just phenomenally well. Obviously the reins, again, is something that's going to sit, you know, like a really nice pair of earrings. So it's an accessory, they're only thin. And then when we get our saddle cloth done though, it's going to be in this color. And then we're going to have a horse, and then a horse in the middle, which is going to be a whole heap of color of a brown or a gray or a roan. And then this trim's just going to sort of go back to this. So that's where I start to build this collection. I start with an inspiration piece, which is the reins, and then I start to get my colors together. Obviously this kersey wool, I had to wait till it turned up because it was there was less black in it than I had envisaged, and the check is a little bit smaller. So that's absolutely fine. There's no bad tartan and no bad kersey, but I just had to rethink it a tiny bit. And that's where I've come up with going both black and navy, because there's quite a lot of navy in this wool. Okay, so I was just going to do pink and black and silver, but I think the navy just grounds it a little bit, and you can see this is quite a navy thing here, despite the camera changing all the time. But there is a black thread here, which ties in with this, and a lot of our promotional clothing and the store curtains and everything is going to be black, because I feel just pink and navy, in my opinion, just gets left a little flat. Again, this is just my opinion, just playing around with colors. There's no right and wrong, you know, so this is the fun of horse showing, is that you can dress your ponies up like Barbie dolls, and you can basically do whatever you like. And this is just me showing you the process of how I get the inspiration and where I'm going with it. So next up, I'm going to cut out a rug, and we'll have a look at where it's going from there. Okay.